We're live. Good morning, my little awesome friends who look so much better than I do this morning on this Women's Wednesday, March the 12th, 2025. Cheers. You guys are all energy drinking it, and I'm having a good old cup of Joe. But it is officially the first Women's Wednesday on the daylight savings.
Mm-hmm.
My body's just not doing great. Okay, I'm just not gonna lie about it. I'm not sleeping, and so you get what is that movie with the balloons? The old man. I have his glasses on today.
Up.
I have the up.
Loves that movie.
I have up glasses on today, and I'm having coffee. Good morning, friends.
Good morning. Good morning, and we are so happy to have Kathryn back with us. Kathryn is the senior manager for Mark for Greatness Properties, also known as the owner of APHA, which runs Cowgirl Gathering. So if you missed last Women's Wednesday, we had Kathryn on with us, and we're glad to have you back this week, Kathryn.
Thanks, y'all. I'm excited to join you and have some exciting updates for the Cowgirl Gathering. So
we do. If you're joining us live this morning, let us know where you're watching from. And what are you starting your day with? Are you an energy drinker, a coffee drinker, tea, water? What are you drinking at home today? I want to know.
I respect you if you can start your day with just water and tea. That's
just
impressive.
Water.
Right?
Impressive.
Yeah. So everything is locked and loaded and ready for the Cowgirl Gathering. We're super excited about the opportunities at the Cowgirl Gathering. We just felt like it was super important for everybody to get back on here. We listened and we had good conversations and adapted a little bit for the Cowgirl Gathering, and really thankful for you guys and the APHA that we all kind of came together and put our heads together to figure out a way to make it the best way that we can for the ladies that are going to compete at the Cowgirl Gathering, not only in the barrel racing, but in the team roping and the breakaway. So I think we should just start with the schedule because it is different, and just to make sure that everybody understands, the barrel race is a couple weeks before the breakaway and the team roping, and then the conversation and the reception and all of those things. So, Kathryn, if you want to go ahead and go through the schedule, I think that's probably the best place to start. And then we can break down every individual event.
Absolutely. So that barrel race is going to kick off on April 25th and 26th at Arena 377 in Stephenville, Texas. And then a whole week later, we will have an opening reception at the American Paint Horse Association headquarters. So that'll be Friday, May 2nd. That'll be from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Olivia Harms will be there. We'll have food and drink, really inviting all the athletes out, all of our attendees to the Cowgirl Conversation. It'll be a great time to.
The reception open? Do you have to have a ticket to get to the reception? It's open just at the APHA office on Mule Alley.
Yes, ma'am. So bring all your friends.
And come inside.
Yes, please. The next morning, we are going to kick off our Cowgirl Conversation, formerly known as the Essence Exchange. This will be taking place in Stockman's Club, which is right inside Stockyard Station, where the railroad tracks go through and the stockyards. And this will be at 9:30 in the morning. It'll run to about 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Chelsea Edsall is our MC. We have some incredible speakers lined up. Very excited about this. And it's a day-long networking event. We're here to build a community and build connections, start that conversation so that we can all grow from there. Directly after that, the Cowgirl Connect VIP reception will be happening also in Stockman's Club. Olivia Harms will be back and playing some music while we hand out some goodie bags. Everybody can network, hang out while we build a runway for our fashion show. And that fashion show will also be happening in Stockyard Station. So you'll just take a short little walk over. We'll have tables set up, a really big stage runway. It's going to be a party. Very excited about that. Get to highlight all the different hats cowgirls wear. So that will be the first full weekend in May. And then the following weekend, we will kick off Saturday with our team roping, and this will actually be happening at Carrie Kelly Arena in Weatherford, Texas. Beautiful facility. Very grateful for the opportunity to be able to utilize it. And the next day, we will have our breakaway roping. So that'll be Sunday, May 11th.
Yep.
Yep.
Also at Carrie Kelly Arena. And then for the entirety of the month of May, we will have our art show, which is in conjunction with the Cowgirl Artist of America, and it'll be happening online. So we'll have a few artists that are in town for a Cowgirl conversation. They'll be doing live demos. Some of them will be at our opening reception, but all month long, you can purchase their art online, which goes to help those artists, helps Cowgirl Artist of America, and helps the American Paint Horse Foundation.
That's fantastic. I've heard, nothing but great things about 377 and their ground that they have. They have so many barrel races over there, and the ground is amazing. And, all of our barrel racers and cowgirls love it. And then Carrie Kelly's facility in Weatherford is lights out, beautiful and amazing. So I'm super excited for you guys to be over there. And just to air it out, they are doing construction on Will Rogers and the John Justin. And so that was not an option. So this was the best option for Cowgirl Gathering to continue to have their amazing event around kind of the same time as Women's Rodeo World Championship. So we are very thankful that adapt and, just keep going, right? It's so important. So we're super excited about all of that. And then I guess tell us a little bit more about some of those ancillary events, like with the fashion show and I guess it's the Cowgirl Connection. How do people get tickets for those things? How do they attend?
Absolutely. So check us out at www.cowgirlgathering.com. It's going to have all the information you need about every piece of the event, including competitions, the Cowgirl Conversation, our fashion show, the art show, a little bit of history of even where the Cowgirl Gathering came from and what our mission is. Mm-hmm. Everything will be on there. We have a beautiful little tab with tickets, and tickets this year are $100.
Awesome.
So with that ticket, it's going to get you into the Cowgirl Conversation, also the VIP reception, and to the fashion show. There is a catered lunch plus a lifetime worth of connections and friendships hopefully you'll make.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty of should we start with the barrel race or probably the barrel race.
Let's do in order. Yeah. And I want to say hi to Tamara. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for saying hi. If you guys are watching live, you can engage with us, ask questions. We're so thankful to have Kathryn here too, the expert of all things Cowgirl Gathering. So, but yeah, let's dive into it. Let's go over the added money, entry fees, and the big update of why we came back this week.
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, this will be on that last weekend in April. So starting on Friday, April 25th, we will have that open 5D warm-up. There is $1,500 added. It's a really low entry fee for this. Very excited for the opportunity to get comfortable in the arena, get some practice. And then the next day is where it really starts, right? So we have our high stakes race. This entry fee is now $460. And then directly after that is our open 5D, and that's a $175 entry fee. We have many incentives, and we are also excited to announce that we now have a Diamond Classic $5,000 side pot added. So this is very new within the last week.
Diamond Classic.
What was that? Sorry.
What's the Diamond Classic?
They partner with Tammy Kidd and Wild West Promotions. So Tammy is our producer for this event and does an incredible job. She's ran our barrel race since the beginning. Very excited to have her back. Proud and honored to get to work with her again. So pre-entries for all of the barrel race opens on NextGen on March 24th at 8 a.m. So mark your calendars, set your little time clock.
In 12 days.
So soon.
So the big change and why we wanted to get back on is, as everybody know, last 2 weeks ago, our last live, we had included $100 on every entry fee And that provided the opportunity with women's to have a nomination, to be eligible for the last chance, buy your ID card. And based on the feedback, there was a lot of requests to, instead of including it in every entry fee, to charge a one-time mandatory office fee per discipline. So that is the direction. I think of the TikTok trend. We listen and we don't judge. Yeah. But no, we really did listen, and we understand we understand that it does add up, but we are super pumped about this partnership between women's and APHA.
Okay. So with that, per contestant, $100 to break down what they get, because that is the thing that I think is super important, that you have to understand with this partnership what APHA has done for all of the cowgirls, because it's huge with this partnership that we've created with this Cowgirl Gathering. Like, what are they getting for that one time?
So we're looking at the barrel racing flyer right now. So if I'm a barrel racer going to this event, those that are entering the open 5D is who this office fee applies to in the barrel race. So just each athlete one time will pay $100 for women's. It's called the women's office fee. And that includes your W-26 ID card. If you're not already qualified for the 2025 Women's Rodeo World Championship, we will take 8 pros, 8 challengers, and 8 limited into our finals, which is May 12th through the 14th and 17th. So you get that last chance opportunity. It's also a qualifier series for our 2026 finals, and you get a nomination for the open as well. So that's a $150 retail card, a $200 retail nomination. That's $350 right there, plus the last chance, plus a QS, all for that $100 office fee. So it'll be one time per discipline that athletes will pay to now have that opportunity.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Kathryn, because I mean, Kathryn's a hard negotiator, and she was very sticky about making sure that the girls got a lot for their buck right there. So I want everybody to know that, because when we go back to the powers that be, the higher ups, they're like, you realize how much you're giving away, right? Like you know that, girls, ladies, to Sami, Joe, and Linsay, and we're like, yeah, everything's fine, don't worry. So we just I mean, that's a crazy amount to save, and it really will just open a lot of doors for a lot of ladies that maybe didn't really understand everything that Women's Rodeo Championship has to offer. So we appreciate you, Kathryn, so much on really just celebrating it.
So then let's move on to the team roping flyer.
Man.
And Kathryn, yeah, let's break down now what the entry fees will look like for the team roping and the added money.
Absolutely. So that team roping taking place on May 10th at Carrie Kelly Arena in Weatherford. The pick one, draw one is $500 per side. So we're looking at 10,000 total added to this event. Super, again, excited about this. Really great payback. And on-site entries will start at 7:30 the day of the event, which if you've done Cowgirl Gathering in the past, you know this is the same every year. Darren Peterson is our producer for this. He's fantastic to work with as well, and makes it run nice and smooth. So if y'all have any questions about the team roping or getting signed up or what that looks like, feel free to reach out, and I'm also be happy to connect you with Darren.
So pick one, draw one. So pretty much $250 a run is pretty much how that breaks down, which is pretty much that's pretty common everywhere that we would go. So, and then 10,000 added in the team roping, and then 5,000 to the open, 5,000 to the 9.5 incentive. So it is an open, all girl team roping with that 9.5 incentive. So make sure that you understand that. So as well for the ladies in the team roping.
Yeah, and I know there were questions on how the pairings work for the last chance qualifier and how you would advance into the finals. And so we will have our ground rules out shortly, but just so everyone understands, we will identify who's eligible for the last chance qualifier in both the heading and heeling. And then based on how you place is how we pair you to go into the finals. So there is no picking your partner. We pair you based on how you place at the Cowgirl Gathering, and that's who your partner will be for the finals that next Monday, believe it or not. And we're only a month or a little over a month away. It's crazy.
You get 1 day. Well, you don't even get 1 day rest because you, if you qualify in, you have to come to the back number ceremony on Sunday, and then you get to rope on Monday. So, right. So much money to be won. It's pretty awesome.
Exactly. Awesome. All right. So then let's go on to the breakaway.
All right. So then on Sunday, May 11th, also at Carrie Kelly Arena in Weatherford, our breakaway roping, we have an open and a challenger. So there'll be 11,500 added to the open and 10,000 added to the challenger. So that open, we're looking at 500 for 2 rounds in a short. And that challenger, we're looking at 375 for 2 rounds in a short. Perfect. Pre-entry opens on Next Gen for these, also on March 24th at 8 a.m. And there will be a late fee. So if you sign up on the day of the event, you can still do that. There's just a $50 fee for that. Again, Darren Peterson is producing this event. So if you have any questions or need any help, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to answer your questions or connect you with Darren as well.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome.
It's going to be here before we know it.
Howdy.
And then if you look at the schedule for some of the ladies who might be going to Rodeo Corpus Christi, the breakaway is on Sunday. So you can get onto Kid Rock and Rodeo's Team Free Riders on Saturday night and then drive and get to Carrie Kelly Arena for the breakaway on
Shameless
Sunday.
Plug. It's all good.
I love it.
It's just the way that it is. You have
coach in you has to.
So then, I mean, from the Cowgirl Gathering, we go straight into, like we said, the breakaway will be over, and we'll have our back number ceremony that evening at Tana Hills on May the 11th, and kind of kick off Women's Rodeo World Championship. But we all have to remember that we were on the steps of Cowtown Coliseum. How many years ago was that, Sammy Jo? 2 or 3 now?
I think it's been 3.
And got the proclamation for the week of Women's Rodeo with the Cowgirl Gathering and Women's Rodeo World Championship. That week is 1.3. Is that what the number is now, or 1.2?
1.25. Yep.
1.25 million between the Cowgirl Gathering and Women's Rodeo World Championship. So it's crazy to think of the amount of money that the ladies can win with Cowgirl Gathering and Women's Rodeo World Championship kind of paired up. So the proclamation of Women's Rodeo Week in Fort Worth, Texas, while simultaneously the PBR finals is going on, but whatever, we don't care about them, right? So it's crazy to think that, and that's thanks to the APHA and Kathryn and everybody over there really believing in women. So we have to make sure that gets brought up as well.
Yeah, and it's been an honor to get to work with you guys. And as you both said, we adapted, we listened and we adapted, and that's what a cowgirl does. And to be able to really live and do that through such a big event and listen to the athletes. And, you hear people all the time say, we do this for the athletes and we want to hold them up and support them. But to get to work with a team like Women's Rodeo that genuinely lives that, breathes that, and does that, and to come back so quick and be willing to adapt and make changes so that we can support our athletes to the very best of our abilities. It's truly an honor to get to work with, and Cowgirl Gathering is so grateful to continue to raise the bar with this event every year.
And I just want to do one last push. I hope it's okay, Kathryn, but May 3rd, the Cowgirl Conversations, I know there's, like you said, she goes by Cheers with Chelsea, right? If you haven't seen
Right.
her shows, and her TikTok is hilarious. But and then those that you're signing up to be a part of the rodeo panel, I don't know if it's totally public yet, but
I mean, we can tease, we can share. I'm okay with that.
There's a lot of gold buckles. There's a lot of, how about, let's just tease it, because I feel like that needs to be their own. But there's a lot of gold buckles. There's a lot of brilliant business women in this industry, horsewomen that are going to spill the tea a little bit and share some secrets, which is worth way more than $100. And I'm super jelly that I'm not going to be able to be there with the travel schedules that we're kind of keeping those that week. But man,
anybody that lives close
job,
to
Kathryn. It is really good.
Yeah, to Cowgirl Conversations, that's for sure going to be an event that you're not going to want to miss. So again, visit cowgirlgathering.com to get your tickets now. And there are some questions on how the team roping office fee works. So again, it's $100 one time per athlete per discipline. So if you are heading and healing, you will pay $100 for the head side, $100 for the healing side. But that gets you classified and your ID card for 2026. It gets you one nomination for the open on the heading side, and then of course on the healing side, it gets you eligible for the QS as well as the last chance. So yes, that $100 one-time fee per athlete per discipline is how that works.
Yep.
So all right, Kathryn, any last final thoughts, final plugs?
Just definitely check out www.cowgirlgathering.com. Follow us on Instagram at the Cowgirl Gathering. Any questions or any even suggestions you'll have, please feel free to reach out. My email's on the website as well as my number. We're here to listen and adapt. So
yeah,
that's all I got.
I feel like maybe we just have to have like a monthly check-in on a Women's Wednesday live with you, because now you've been here so many times with us. It's fun.
I would love that. Count me in.
All right, that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. So we like you guys said, if you have any questions, please reach out. We are happy to answer the questions, and then we're gonna probably kick into a little bit of women's rodeo, huh, Sami Jo?
Yeah, Kathryn, if you want to, I know you got a busy day ahead, so we appreciate you. Best of luck in the next couple months preparing, and thank you for being on with us this morning.
Yes. Absolutely. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye. Danielle asked when we'll have a schedule for the back number ceremony and location. So
why would you want to plan? Come on, Danielle. Why would you want to plan? We would like a schedule too. There's a lot that kind of comes, but before you answer this, I want you, all of us ladies, we're planners, and including Sami Jo and myself, and we have been we've been fighting the good fight, because there's been a lot of things that they will come out soon, and the schedule will come out soon, but there's been a lot of things that have come up with,
and you hear soon and you're like, is that a week? Is that 3 weeks? It's the end of this week.
It should be
how
the
soon
end of this week.
About.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to guarantee it, because like I said, there's powers above us that are a little stronger than we are. I mean, not physically, because obviously we're really strong, but
I think we can say there's exciting announcements that at the end of the day raise the bar for women's rodeo, and that's why we sit patiently. We say thank you. We're pumped about what's coming. But what Linsay and I can confidently tell all of you, Sunday night will be the back number ceremony and gala. That will be in the stockyards. And then, of course, we'll kick off first thing Monday with competition. We now have the limited. So limited barrel racers will compete Monday night. We'll then Tuesday kick off with round 2, and our we'll finish round 2. Then we'll go into the goat tying, and our goat tyers will have their first ever showcase. And then our limited breakaway ropers will compete Tuesday night. Then we know we have the semifinals Wednesday morning. And then the for the first time ever, after the semifinals, we know our 3 pros, 3 challengers, and then 1 limited in the breakaway and barrels that are headed straight to AT&T Stadium from the semis. So that is the schedule. You can definitely plan your times. We are signing the Will Rogers contract for stalls now. So if you need a place to stall your horses, the open stalls link will be available soon for RVs and stalling. And Michelle, Cedar Creek, our Get Ready party on Saturday, we can confidently say Cedar Creek Cowgirls will be there.
I need you this morning, Michelle.
I did put on my women's rodeo lip.
I love it. No. That reminds me, I need to Casey Albert with PBR. She's like, "What is that color?" When I was at the Kid Rock press conference, I'm like, "This is Cedar Creek Cowgirls Women's Rodeo Championship lip," and she's like, "I think I need that." I'm like, "I will call somebody." So,
love you, Michelle.
Yeah, so the 17th is when we're at AT&T Stadium. That is kind of the schedule. So we will have our back number ceremony on the 11th, round 1, the 12th, round 2, the 13th, and the 14th is the semifinals on Wednesday. So we do have that, but the detailed schedule is going to come out soon. Like Sami Jo said, there's a lot of big things that have been kind of in the works that we've had to be very quiet about. And we are confidently going to say that news should come out this afternoon. It is scheduled. I think it's 2:00 on Central Time. I believe it might be a tick earlier than that. I'm not sure, but hopefully all of that comes out soon. And then once that comes out, we can do our detailed schedule so everybody kind of has a plan. But we appreciate the patience and grace because we know the dates and we know when we're going to be there. But obviously, if people are commuting to different places or different rodeos and all of that, then they're going to want to kind of know their schedule. But yeah.
But in the meantime, as I'm sharing on the screen, we have how many days is it till March 30th? Not many. 28.
Today's the 12th. So
30th. 18 days. I cannot do math. It's fine. 18 days for Women's Rodeo Madness, which is double points. This Thursday, hard to believe it's already tomorrow, the double points will start hitting our leaderboard. So if you are a limited competitor and you have not been taking a picture of your qualified time, if you use this code, make sure you send that in to results@vrqapp.com. Because the team needs to know if you had a qualified time to get those 50 points. And then again, in this last month of our segment being open, it is very helpful if you girls take pictures of your results, whether you placed or not, and send that into the team so they can get that in quickly. Your points hit the leaderboard right away. But yeah, double points are going to start hitting this week, Linsay, and I'm super pumped to see how it starts shifting things.
I think it's funny that I don't know if everybody realizes, because at the very top of that, it says, "Are you seeing double?" Because those are the Reiniger twins. And it was kind of like the double mint. And then we used the Ball twins on the other one. So if you're like, what's
going on here?
Those are twins. And that's
our twins.
The double points. Get it? Funny. But yeah, so 2X W25. I would pretty much, if I had the chance to nominate right now, I would use that on you get to use it 4 times, but all the places, I don't really get to go that many places, but any place I would go to, I would try to use this code because it's double points. Great opportunity to really put that last push to get in the top 20 in the leaderboard. We did have a question from Brittany on who do we reach out to if we want to nominate W26 for Cowgirl Gathering. That is what is already built into that one. Go ahead.
Brittany, send an email to support@wrwc.rodeo. Because Linsay, what she's saying is she wants to go nominate an event. And so we need to make sure her ID card is created so she can go. So yeah, if you plan to nominate for W26 prior to that ID card hitting your account, send our team an email and we'll work with you to get that done. But yeah, we'll definitely work with everyone to make sure you guys get that discount.
The Segment closes April the 13th. So when you enter the Cowgirl Gathering, because it opens in 12 days. So March 20, what did she say? 24th is when the Cowgirl Gathering opens. If you enter the Cowgirl Gathering, your ID card should be good to go for 26. And so it should carry over once you get entered at the Cowgirl Gathering. So once you get entered, you'll have that card bought for 26, and then you can start to nominate. But if there is an issue, just email us and we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, and with team ropers being enter on site only, we'll find a way to send that link to you so you can start purchasing that even before the event starts. But yeah, good question, Brittany, and we'll definitely reach out to us. We'll get it sorted with you. It is enter on site. Yeah, the team roping is.
But we can have that one-time office charge on Next Gen, so it's done. So we can have that. So some of them can have it done, so they can nominate prior to. Right. Kind of like what you're saying, events before.
Yep. And then Danielle, the code is only eligible for events that happen in that time frame. So an April event, because it is so close to the end of the segment, that one you'll nominate regularly and get normal VRQ points for. So good questions. We appreciate y'all. So yeah, definitely use that code through March 30th. You can use it up to 4 times on nominations, and we wish you all the best as you finish out earning those points to qualify. If you are outside of the top 20 and you're wondering, is there even a way I can qualify? These are our remaining Qualifier Series events. The Patriot's already happening, which is hard to believe. So we'll give a breakaway roping spot on the 15th. And then the barrel racing short round is where we'll determine our pro, challenger, and limited QS spots from the Patriot. But you can nominate your section now, and that makes you eligible for points in your section. There's, I believe, 5 sections, and then on the finals. And so the side pot payout and the QSs will be awarded based on the finals, but you can still earn points in your sections. So definitely make sure you're in that side pot package if you're competing at the Patriot. Then we go to the BFI, Linsay and Guthrie.
No, and so, I love the BFI.
We got the
my inner West Coast cowgirls like the BFI is always in Reno, but yeah, Karen does a great job at the Lazy E too. It's still a great event and it's awesome. So yes, the BFI in Guthrie, Oklahoma, March 26th. I think that's a Tuesday. Let me look.
Yeah, and if again with that double points that we were just talking about, the QS events are not eligible for double points, but there are expanded points to 20, a minimum of a Division 2. So definitely breakaway ropers, team ropers headed to the BFI, another great one to enter.
Are you ready for a fact? It's a Women's Wednesday.
It's a Women's Wednesday. Of course it is.
Wednesday on March the 26th. So that's exciting.
That is exciting. And then we want to thank Marky and Joyce Battaglia. They called us up and said, we want to put on a team roping in Ramona. So if you live anywhere near Ramona, California, or want to head that way, definitely go to that roping March 30th. Their fees are extremely affordable. I believe it's $100 to enter. And then you can get into the QS, and we'll give a pro and challenger spot at that roping as well. Connie, yes.
Yes, it is. That's this list that we're showing right now is the kind of remaining Qualifier Series events left in BFI is in the breakaway and in the team roping.
Yep. And then barrel racers going to Jacksonville, Florida. We'll give for Friday a pro challenger and limited spot, Saturday a pro challenger limited spot, and Sunday a pro challenger and limited spot. So 9 more spots will be given on that from that race in Jacksonville in April.
Thank you to our friends at MBHA for coming on board and really wanting to expand those opportunities for MBHA members. So all of our Eastern MBHA family and cowgirls, you don't just necessarily have to be an MBHA member, but that is that awesome race out there in Jacksonville, Florida. get your races in Florida before it starts to get too hot.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But we're super excited about that.
So definitely check out our Facebook page and Instagram. We have all these great graphics that break down how those QSs work. We also, Caitlin, shout out Caitlin, does a great job putting out the weekly events to nominate. And College Rodeo Girls, remember, you can use the code college25 to get a discount. College rodeos are eligible to earn points for women's as well as double points. Use that double point code. And goat tires, especially. First time ever, we're doing the goat tying showcase. Smarty Rodeo has come on. We have a Smarty horse that retails at $8,500 that the winner is going to get $1,000 world champ check. And if you missed it, we are adding $10,000 to the goat tying showcase as well. So definitely thank you, Smarty Rodeo. And we're just.
It doesn't make me want to knock off the dust on my lace up boots, but it does put me up that there's a 10,000 added goat tying for these ladies at Women's Rodeo Championship. You know, goat tying is never, when you get done at the college finals, there hasn't really been a lot of chances to kind of continue your career as a goat tyer. So thank you to Smarty Rodeo Equipment for coming on board. And, you know, not only do they get the Smarty horse, not only do they get buckles and prizes, but they're getting a saddle from Smarty. Smarty came on and is our saddle sponsor for all of our champion events. And so we're really just thankful for Smarty for coming on board and believing in Women's Rodeo Championship. But goat tyers, the clock is ticking because we do realize that April 13th, there's college rodeos that happen after that. So make sure that you nominate every single college rodeo that you have before then, because that's when the leaderboard cuts off and it's the top 20. So I know it seems like it's a new thing, but our friends that tie goats know that there's not a lot of chances to go run at a 10,000 added goat tying. So make sure that you use those, college ladies use those opportunities well.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are the updates for this week. We are going to be back next week with the detailed schedule, with all of our big announcements for the finals. So stay tuned as we get ready to start preparing you guys to compete at our finals. And again, support our Cowgirl Gathering partners with APHA and Mark for Greatness. Go to cowgirlgathering.com to get your tickets and start entering those events on March 24th in Next Gen.
Yeah. Thanks, Sammy Joe. Happy Women's Wednesday.
Happy Women's Wednesday. Everybody stay safe out there, and we will see you next time.
Cheers. You can do it.
You can do it. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.